Greetings and salutations, yada yada yada, blah blah fucking blah. Anyway, this is a question to all my international friends that view me that are science fiction fanatics. I mean fanatics. Um, kind of like me. What? Okay, who tells the more interesting story? Okay, the Star Trek universe or the Doctor Who universe, the Whoniverse, I guess is what they call it. Um, what I'm talking about as far as the Star Trek universe goes is the original series, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. Put all those together, and when I'm talking about the Whoniverse, I'm talking about Doctor Who, classic Doctor Who, the new one, Sarah Jane Adventures, and Torchwood. Um, while Star Trek has spawned so far, I think 12 movies, 11 or 12 movies, Doctor Who's original run lasted from before the inception of Star Trek by Gene Roddenberry all the way through to the beginning of the Next Generation. I think Star Trek The Next Generation's first season in America was the same year that Doctor Who had its last season in the original series had its last season on the BBC. And while Doctor Who has only spawned two very shitty, unoriginal movies because they were just basically revamped retellings of episode number 1 and story number 2 and story number, I think, 10 or 11. Anyway, uh, yeah. Uh, Doctor Who tells some fantastic stories, and I love the way it's kind of like an intergalactic detective show, um, more than anything. But Star Trek also has its, gritty, kind of actiony type thing in its way. It's straightforward action, whereas Doctor Who is more passive action, is what I like to call it. It's a passive action show. Um, Much less violent. Well, okay. It's violent to an extent, but yeah. Anyway, I think that Doctor Who is a much more fascinating universe than the Star Trek universe. But then again, the Star Trek universe has its own interesting little things to it. They're both very interesting. I'm not so sure that Star Trek and Doctor Who can really be compared. I don't even know why I'm really doing this video then. Probably because I'm really high. And I want to know your opinions! Um, I'm not asking what's the better show. I'm just asking you which show or which universe tells the more interesting stories. Um, what keeps you gripped to it? Because the new Doctor Who, this new Matt Smith guy, I mean, it's become the most popular show both on the BBC in England and on BBC America in the United States. In fact, since the BBC America premiered in the United States, the new Doctor Who has given it its highest rating so far. And it's been around for about, a good 12 or 13 years over here. So, yeah, there it is there. And now that I guess BBC America is playing Star Trek. So it'd be really interesting on BBC America on Saturday nights if they'd have Star Trek followed by Doctor Who. That would be really interesting. But no! What did they do? They put Doctor Who on Saturday nights, and right after Survivors, or right before Survivors, and then they put Star Trek The Next Generation on right after Top Gear. So, yeah. Actually, it's Top Gear, then Star Trek The Next Generation, then Top Gear again, which is weird, but okay. Anyway, what's your opinion? Who tells the better stories, Doctor Who or Star Trek? Not which is the better show. Alright. Or it could be which is the better show in your opinion. I really want to know, so post your text or video opinions. Video opinions would be great too. So, Doctor Who versus Star Trek. Which is more interesting? That's the question of the day.